And just be here from McCartan back to a new Kingdom Hearts review, and we are reviewing yet the next game of the Kingdom Hearts series on my Kingdom Heart reviewing all Kingdom Hearts games, and that is Chain of Memories, my least favorite. My least favorite of the Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah, Chain of Memories is my least favorite. All because of really the whole card mechanics. The whole card mechanics when it comes to it is really the reason why it's my least favorite of the series. I have nothing against like the story or anything. It's just the whole mechanics of the cards. Having to rely on cards to fight and stuff. It's just really repetitive most of the time. But yeah, and of course I'm gonna be this is Riku and Sora and Riku's stories on Chain of Memories. So yeah, pretty much the game starts where the first game left off. Yeah, where the first game left off of Sora, Donald, and Goofy chasing after Pluto when they're walking on that path. And then we cut to nighttime, and yeah, Sora wakes up when Donald and Goofy are sleeping, and he sees something. He sees this shadowy figure, and talking about find is to lose and to lose is to find, which we keep cutting to this girl that we yet to know of who it is at this point of the game, but later on know that it's Naminé. And yeah, we see this castle, which is Castle Oblivion. It is called Castle Oblivion. And that shadowy figure comes again, and yeah, apparently from entering in the castle, they've forgotten every spell and every ability that they once knew. And again, we go to pretty much every world in the first Kingdom Hearts game except Deep Jungle. Yeah, except Deep Jungle, which apparently Deep Jungle was originally going to be in Chain of Memories, but again, Disney never owned the license to Tarzan. But of course, they had to ask permission to have it in the first game. Right? The reason why it was in the first game is because they had to ask permission for Tarzan. But yeah, from early screenshots and stuff that we've seen of Chain of Memories, especially on the Game Boy versions, Dave Jungle was going to return, but of course didn't in the final version. But yeah, we use cards. Again, the whole game relies on cards and card system mechanics. And he gives us a card which is Traverse Town. Again, Traverse Town, Olympus, Alice in Wonderland, Halloween Town, Monstro, Atlantica, Hollow Bastion. Again, all the worlds except Deep Jungle. And of course the end of the world, right? But yeah. All the worlds except the end of the world and Deep Jungle are the only. Besides those worlds, you pretty much go to every world or all the worlds besides those two from the first game. And after you do a world or so, we see Axel, another one of the Organization 13 members. And also later on, we see that they're starting to, now that they're going higher and higher in the castle, they're starting to forget more and more things. And there's not, can't really remember. Which even Gemini's journal is now blank as well. All the stuff from the first game is now not on his journal. And then we're just saying about how the organization of their chats and also trying to are wanting to get Sora as their own, or make Sora a puppet of them. And yeah, Sora also says nominee. And talking about nominee, and one night when she just mysteriously vanished from the islands when they were little. And then we have our second fight. Which, yeah, you at least have to fight her, Lark Sane. Yeah, the spoiled Lark Sane, for sure. She's definitely spoiled when it comes to her attitude, for sure. But yeah, we fight Lark Sane. And also, we see this lucky charm that apparently Naminé gave to Sora, and Sora finally remembers her name, since he couldn't before, but he just had memories of her. And then we see another organization member, Vexen, or Evan, as he's also, which is a scientist, of course, and he's going to do a little experiment for Sora, which Sora then comes across Riku, which Riku is not acting right. And yeah, this is another time where you have to fight Riku multiple times. Well, replica Riku. It's a replica. It's not the real Riku, it's a replica. And then, yeah, talking to Vexen, saying that his experiment was a failure. Don't fail him again. And then Sora talking about how he remembers a promise that he made with Naminé. And he comes across Vexen, which, yep, we have another Vexen fight. Well, we have a Vexen fight. And he gives you a card of, at least at that point of the series, a world you've never been to before. Until, of course, in Kingdom Hearts 2 and etc. Right? Kingdom Hearts 2, etc. After. And that is, of course, Traverse Town. I mean, not Traverse Town, Twilight Town. That is Twilight Town. It is Twilight Town. On the other side of Sora's memories. And then, of course, we have to fight Vexen again, which he gets knocked back. And Axel pretty much just snaps him out of existence. Yeah, he snaps and fire and stuff just pretty much roast him, and he just dies. Vexen just dies. And again, all of these are nobodies. All of these people are all of the organization members are nobodies. Once their nobodies have been destroyed, they'll be recompleted. They'll be human again. So, but then we come across Riku again, and seeing that Riku also has a lucky charm as Sora. And after defeating Riku again, that lucky charm turns into a card. Which, yeah, Sora just starts yelling at Donald and Goofy. And yeah, Axel just lets Naminé go. He just lets her go. And Sora is on at the Destiny Islands, and at that night of the world getting swallowed, trying to fight Darkseid, and then he sees Naminé, which is not exactly what it seems, because he knows of the truth. And he cannot remember Kyrie, of course, because she's just trying. Naminé is trying, making sure no matter how many times he or she messes with Sora's memories, Sora will never forget Kyrie. And then we have to fight Riku again. Yeah, for real. We have to fight him again. 3 times you have to fight Replica Riku. And the third time is definitely the hardest. And then he gets zapped and knocked out. And yeah, Donald and Goofy come back. And you have to fight Larksane one last time. And she starts fighting away after she gets defeated. And Sora cannot remember who is most important to him when he looks at Kyrie's good luck charm. And then we see Axel trying to eliminate Marluxia. And then we have to fight Axel, one last time, which again, Axel, Lee, pretty much the same name. It's the same person. And then it's time to fight Marlusa, the final boss of Chain of Memories. Well, at least it comes to Sora's story. And Riku Replica comes back too. So we have to fight Marlusa. But the one that you destroy outside the room or in the hall was just a imitation. And he's really behind the door. Yeah, you have to go through another big door to enter the final boss. Unlike in the final rest, where you have to enter a door to enter Ansem. So yeah, it is time for the real fight with Marlusa. And it's a decent fight too. Has two phases. Yeah, it only has two phases. But still, a pretty decent final boss for that. And Sora closes the door, Riku Replica leaves, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are being put to sleep to put their memories back together in these pods. And Sora makes a promise to nominate, and Sora finally remembers Kyrie and gets all of his memories back. And we see this epilogue, of course, for Sora's story. And the main chairs of Organization 13. And then we now go to Riku's story. Rebirth, or Reverse Rebirth, which is Riku's side of what's been happening with him in Sora's story. Riku is in this abyss, and he wakes up and hearing Ansem's voice and sees this card, which, yeah, after some training with Ansem, we see other parts of the organization team members. Lexius, Lexius, Zexion, that are also part of the organization, that are wanting to use Riku, having plans for Riku. And we say Mickey, but it's a hologram. But he's trying to make his way to Riku. And Riku comes across Vexen, which we have a fight with him. Which he had data. And that's how he first. That data is pretty much how he made the Riku replica. Which before Riku replica even meets Sora, he of course comes across with Riku. Which, yeah, you have to fight him twice. Or you have to fight him multiple times too. And yeah, we get this really weird part with, or weird, disturbing scene with them remaking, um, remaking Riku Replica's heart, and yeah, it pretty much worked. And with the promise, with Nominee and Lexius, we have to fight Lexius, and Riku gets swallowed in this darkness abyss after the defeat, or after you beat him, and Ansem tries to grab Riku, but King Mickey saves him. And once again, and yeah, he actually, or once you go to the Destiny Islands, because again, he is with Riku. He is still with Riku, no matter what Mickey is. And then we see on that night, we see Sora attacking Riku, but it's not actually Sora. It's actually Zexion disguised as him, which, yeah, you have to fight Zexion. And then we have this tragic death with Zexion as well, where the Riku replica is pretty much strangling to death in Zexion, like for real. And yeah, Riku gets stuck and Mickey saves him again. And this time, Mickey is actually there. He actually made it. And we get to Twilight Town and Ansem. Riku realizes that it's actually not Ansem. But this is when we first see Diz. Also, of course, y'all all know that Diz is also the real Ansem, Ansem the Wise, and that he was helping Riku from the start. And then this is where you also have to defeat one last time Riku Replica as Riku. And then Naminé tells Riku that he's got a choice too. That he's got magic to lock away a protection on his heart, so Ansem won't be able to bother him. But he decides not to put a lock on it and to go to sleep. He decides to go and fight Ansem, which he is given a coat by Dez, and yeah, Riku goes alone to fight Ansem, and after defeating Ansem for now at least, Riku says that he can't go home yet, which Mickey says that he wants to go on that road with Riku, which we see them going across these both ways, which he takes the middle road, and he says that it's the road to dawn. Then we see once again the epilogue, where it shows characters that we have not seen that of course are shown in the days, Kingdom Hearts days, which we will be getting to, of course, and Kingdom Hearts 2, which is of course, Roxas, Hainer, Pence, Olette. But yeah, that is Chain of Memories. So I hope you all enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notifications turn on so you see anything new. Sorry it took so long for this one to come out. I do apologize. I've been I've been sick lately and getting recovered. Or recovering as well. I do apologize. Hopefully you enjoyed. Catch you next time.